How to drive for Doordash. Very simply, this is what you need to know more than anything. More than anything in the world. What you have to know is your expenses per mile, whether you are paid or whether you're not paid. That vehicle that you drive, it is very important to know what your real costs are for every mile you drive that automobile. Because if you're going to be a gig driver and you're going to do it the right way, you've got to know your actual expenses. Of course, the IRS claims that, and the other researchers have said that the actual costs, including all costs, insurance, gas, maintenance, um, and escrow money to replace the vehicle that you are quickly destroying. You are tearing that vehicle up that you're driving to be a gig driver very quickly, my friend. They claim, including gas, all your expenses is 55 cents per mile. I'm willing to go that it's 30 to 35 cents. I mark down when I start my DoorDash, I start right at the beginning of my trip. When I'm in my driveway, I write down my mileage. And then I start my dash. And if I'm multi-apping, and it doesn't matter if you're multi-apping, it doesn't matter. But you write down your mileage, and right now you need to go at that point, you need to go ahead on the DoorDash or any app you're on and begin, because that documents that you're on duty, and for tax reasons you need to show that you're actually on the app and available. Now you deadhead unpaid to wherever your destination is to set yourself up. Even if you accept a ride, like for a fare, you're still, more than likely, maybe you'll get a little extra money for the extra mileage to deadhead too, but that's the only thing you can hope for. But when you begin, you write down those mileage, and then when you get back home, you go ahead and write that total miles. That'll be accounted for whether you're paid or whether you're unpaid. You take that total mileage and you multiply that by a minimum, my friend. You have to at least calculate 30 cents per mile. And that's if you have a very small vehicle with good gas mileage. You might get away with 30 cents per mile and still be able to put aside a little bit of money toward another vehicle that you are, to replace the vehicle you are quickly destroying, okay? That's very important. For my own peace of mind, I calculate 35 cents per mile. I have a Nissan Versa. In the city and all, I'll average about 27 miles per gallon. Okay, so let's just say you're calculating 30 cents per mile, and you just drove 200 miles, or you just drove 100 miles. You only went for a part-time gig. So that's easy to calculate. That's $30, right? You just drove 100 miles total on your car. 100 times 30, so that's 100 on your calculator, times 0.30 is $30. And so now, my friend, whatever you've grossed, whatever the actual payout is for DoorDash, if you went out and in 6 hours you put 100 miles on your car and you made $60, you have just made yourself a whopping $30 taxable income, which at least you know what it is. Now you know at least your bare minimum taxable income. So in other words, if you were gone 6 hours and you averaged, say, let's just say you got lucky and you averaged $15 an hour. So that would be $90, right? So if you're gone 90, if you were gone 6 hours and you grossed $90, and you only put in 100 miles, that means you made, in 6 hours, you made 30 minus 90 would be $60 gross taxable income. You subtracted your $30 for your 100 miles, and now you've made $60 taxable income.